Shut the fuck up. You don't know anything about football. Over half of the fan base has said this guy is the next Joe Montana. He's the next Tom Brady. And he's the next Tom Brady. What have you seen tonight? The only touchdown drive the 49ers have had, McCaffery ran for over 40 yards. He beat two defenders on a running play. 1st and 11, 1st and 12 at the 12-yard line. He is a fraud. He is dog shit. Brock Purdy is a ditch. He's a scrub. He's garbage. He's exposed. All he throws is the 5-yard hitch, 5 slant. He's a garbage quarterback. He's a scrub-ass quarterback. It's trash. You don't know shit about football. Over half of the NFL fan base doesn't know dog horse crap about football. Shut the fuck up already. Just because he's a baby-faced white guy doesn't mean he's MVP. He's a fraud. He got mad privilege running behind the coattails of Christian McCaffrey. This guy is the real MVP. Nobody's been disrespected more than Christian McCaffrey. How can you put Brock Purdy over Christian freaking McCaffrey, a son of a former player, for crying out loud? Literally. How can you put that bona fide fraud over Christian McCaffrey? How and why and how can you favor putting him over Christian McCaffrey? Why? What the hell is wrong with you frauds? A 5-yard, 5 yards. He throws the little 1-yard pass to McCaffrey and let him run for 10, 11 yards after the catch. It's McCaffrey doing all the work. He's surrounded by all-pro talent. He's garbage. He's a scrub-ass quarterback. 41's on Zuckton. The Cowboys were not going to throw everything they had at these guys. Hell no. Let the Ravens throw everything that they have at these guys. You don't do that before January. Well, hell. 41, they don't even know the plays the Cowboys have. This team got their ass raped at home. The other team showed character, overcoming the referees at the end of the half, battling back from 6 points to take the lead. And then, you had the ball at the end there. You lose by 2 points on the road to a divisional rival. At the end of the day, that's very respectful. The Dallas Cowboys have shown that they have the character to fight and persevere in December. The other team has a bona fide scrub who shit the bed. He pissed in his pants on national TV. He's a scrub quarterback. And tell me the score right now, because the fact that I'm doing this at the beginning of the fourth quarter just shows how fraudulent Brock Purdy is. How fraudulent over half of the NFL fan base is. They don't know shit about football when they say that Brock Purdy is MVP. No. They are absolutely going to regret passing on Tom Brady. You don't pass on Tom Brady. You can still win the Super Bowl with Tom Brady. You can still have 10 years to win a Super Bowl without Tom Brady. He just doesn't want to deal with the shadow. This is his problem. His ego is on steroids. He is not willing to overcome the ego. Kyle Shanahan is not willing to overcome the ego. This is why he's fought. The window is just over for the 41ers. It's just over. It's a no-brainer. You bring big 49ers fan on planet Earth, Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. with Brady and McCaffery and Samuel and George Kittle, it's virtually unstoppable. This is the worst decision in the history of football. They choked to sign Tom Brady for 1 year. That's it. But Jerry Jones, unlike Kyle Shanahan, he has let go of the ego by inducting Jimmy Johnson to the Ring of Honor. You see, he's acknowledging that Jimmy Johnson played a huge role in the Dallas Cowboys winning multiple Super Bowl titles for owner Jerry Jones during the 90s. Do they really hate each other? Were they friends together on the University of Arkansas in 1964, winning a national title, but then Jimmy Johnson kind of he took over the city of Dallas. He was getting all the credit. Well, you see, Jerry Jones is willing to acknowledge that Jimmy Johnson is the GOAT of the Dallas Cowboys. This is what he's acknowledging. He is acknowledging that he doesn't win the Super Bowls without Jimmy Johnson. So Jerry Jones has ended the curse of Jerry Jones by putting aside the ego of Jerry Jones. That's what it comes down to. And again, Cal's record against teams over 500 is 1-4 this year. It's gonna be 2-4 after they beat the Lions, because obviously Lions is Gamache 24. The only team above 500 that they've beaten was the fraudulent Eagles. And I know the Rams are over 500, but when they faced off against the Rams, I think they were right at 500 or so. So that's why the Rams doesn't count in that stat. They have weak competition. Been getting ready for this because you're facing a fraudulent Seahawks team and a bad Cardinals team, and ultimately it doesn't get you ready for. But the Cowboys, they face the Bills, they face the Dolphins, they face the Lions. The Dallas Cowboys know what needs to happen to win in January and February and what have you. And the Eagles in December too. So the Eagles, the Lions, the Dolphins, the Bills. This feels, and you face 4 teams consecutively like that. That kind of feels like a Super Bowl run. You kind of know what it's like to face off against 10-win teams 4 straight weeks. So, the Dallas Cowboys are a young team. They're not getting hurt in those. Steve Wilkes, he's a joke. He's a loser. He has a Tampa 2 coverage. These Raven receivers were wide open all night. You don't win with the outdated Tampa 2 defense. The 49er defense is overrated. Now you have a Super Bowl winning defensive coordinator, Dan Quinn. What has Steve Wilkes won? He hasn't won anything. Mike McCarthy's a Super Bowl winning coach. Kyle Shanahan has won 0. You have winners who have rings on the Cowboys sidelines. You have losers who've won 0, who haven't won shit on the 41er sidelines. So I'm looking at the coaching. One coaching staff has winners. The other coaching staff haven't won anything. Yeah, it's something else if you throw 2 interceptions, but the bona fide fraud is throwing. Christian McCaffrey had a 40-yard run. The next play was virtually a run into the end zone. This is the glue and engine of the rewind of Fed to lead his comment, because he's years they have not replaced Steve Young and Joe Montana. That is they're gonna move on. But cry, boy, the referee. No. You just didn't sign Tom Brady. This is your problem. This is why you didn't sign Tom Brady. You're just a choking organization that hasn't won anything recently to date. The Cowboys have won something more recently than the entire 41 fan base. Because he's a joke. He's a fraud.
No, he beats Tom Brady. He's next Tom Brady.
I mean, there are a lot of global people. This 41 Ravens matchup is zero chance of happening. Nobody is going to want to watch that garbage again. It is over. There are a lot of global fools out there making these people so rich over there in Nevada.
But the Cowboys say the team should play this year.
Come on now. It's not a coincidence they did it 2 straight years before Las Vegas is hosting the game. There are lots of global people out there. The year that Las Vegas, boy, you really gonna believe they're gonna have that happen again? Come on now. You just have to use your brain and use common sense. There's a reason why it happened the last couple of years, because when you repeat an outcome all over again, then you start to believe it. So it really is mind control, and you just have to get out of that conditioning, because at the end of the day, the logo scheme for Super Bowl 56 and Super Bowl 57 was conditioning to have this all happen, to fall flat in its face in the year that Las Vegas sportsbooks host the game. So this team is still getting the bye. They're gonna beat the Rams. They're gonna beat whoever they're playing in Week 16. Oh, who do the 41ers play next week? Does anyone want to tell me who the Niners are playing? Who do the 41ers play next week? Does anyone know who they're playing next week? So, fumbled. It's over. The Cowboys kicked the Rams' ass. That's who the 41ers are playing in the divisional round. Because Matt Stafford's going to win at Detroit. Oh my God, if he actually throw another interception, this is why you should have signed Tom Brady. Tom Brady wouldn't be such a bitch-ass motherfucker like this on national TV. This is the same little bitch because he had a little boo-boo on his elbow. He can't make it the entire NFC Championship game, and he must win game without a backup quarterback. It takes balls of steel to go in and play through injury, but Brock Purdy ultimately has been exposed at the end of the day. He cannot ultimately in the National Football League. You have to play through injury when your team needs you to, and you can't pull Jay Cutler on your team like this. I think Cutler had a worse injury than Brock Purdy anyways. Oh yeah, who are they playing? Okay, you said the Communists, so they're playing Washington. Oh, Washington, they're awful. Again, the Cowboys beat Washington by how many points? 28 or 21 or something like that? So this team is garbage. This team really is garbage. It will matter. Again, it's only the Rams. The Cowboys destroyed the Rams, remember? So it doesn't mean shit if they play the Rams or the loser Lions that the Dallas Cowboys going to play and defeat ultimately. But, you know, because we don't want to see the loser Lions against the Dallas Cowboys again. So we're not going to see the Cowboys advance. And, you know, the whole narrative is that, they can't beat the Rams in the postseason or whatever, but they'll get one back on them. There'll be a revenge game for the Waters against a mediocre Rams team that the Cowboys have destroyed. And we've already won the Super Bowl this year. With the NFC Championship game, this guy's a bitch-ass pussy. It's a blowout. Micah Parsons gets the fumble strip. He throws interception. Guy's garbage quarterback. Dak Prescott's a better quarterback there. Little bitch-ass motherfucking quarterback on the 41. He's a better quarterback. He has have Zeke Elliott. He doesn't have free. He's a better quarterback than that squad who plays on the Boiling Waters. They're better. Don't get me no matter that Brock Purdy's a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. It's Will Peskovich, the Dallas Cowboys, that's gonna take over. It's Micah Parsons playing like a man possessed that's gonna take over. The Cowboys have a better secondary. Yeah, I guarantee you the defense is going to look a lot different in the NFC title game. The Dallas Cowboys are going to play soup tight ass fucking coverage. They're here to give that motherfucker hell for a whole 60 minutes. That's what's going to go down. Micah Parsons is going to he's going to take over planet Earth. This guy's going to take over the game. Micah Parsons is going to destroy the Cowboy haters in the NFC title game. Micah Parsons has eyes on the ultimate prize. Sometimes you need that little wild-ass animal on the team out there that's going to be a goddamn fucking nuisance that's going to play like a fucking animal possessor. That guy is Micah Parsons. So, yeah, again, this team is mediocre. This guy should not win MVP. He's a seventh-round quarterback. He plays like a scrub seventh-round quarterback. He is completely out of his mind. Again, over half of the NFL fan base, these people are asses. This guy is not an MVP candidate. He's a bona fide fraud who shit the bed in a big game. He's soft. He's soft. Why not to play on Christmas? Why not to play on Christmas? He's a soft quarterback. And again, Dallas Cowboys go 13-3 since losing against the 49ers in Week 5. Why does Brock Purdy go to 33? Cowboys go 13-3 to finish off the season. They go 13-3 to finish off the season. Their last Super Bowl was at Arizona. They beat the Arizona quarterback to make it to the Super Bowl. You see, that's how the script goes. Anyone who thinks Brock Purdy's the next Joe Montana, Tom Brady, guys, stop doing drugs. Stop taking bath salts. Stop doing cocaine because it's bad. You gotta wake up and get outside of that trance. Why do you think they haven't played against Tom Brady? Because these people love manipulating the public. You gotta get outside of that brainwash conditioning. Do you really think Tom Brady is gonna see this regime win without it? No. This team is made to regret passing on Tom Brady. That they passed on Tom Brady and they're going to suffer because of it. And Tom Brady has said he wants his current regime to suffer for passing on him. They'll lick Tom Brady's balls. They'll have Michigan win it the first year after the GOAT's retirement. The GOAT played for Michigan. Michigan wins. Jim Harbaugh wins. This stupid-ass regime passed on Tom Brady. These motherfuckers. Tom Brady wanted to play for the childhood team. That was the biggest dream that he had in his life. He's going to see these guys suffer. You ultimately passed on Tom Brady. This team will regret passing on Tom Brady. But yeah, again, Lamar Jackson probably is the MVP right now. Lamar should win it. McCaffery's the team MVP on the 49ers. But Lamar Jackson should be the league MVP. Because Burrow and Mahomes and if Lamar beats Tua next week, he probably will be MVP. And if Lamar defeats Tua, then Buffalo will have a chance for division in the last week of the season. So,
Cowboys, lost the offense. They got exposed against Baltimore the next week.
And now Baltimore's Las Vegas' favorite pick, so Baltimore's not winning the Super Bowl. So that Nevada. You gotta be a sly fox. Got to play here, people. You know, why get caught up with the emotions? You got.
You're a Cowboys fan.
No, I'm not a Cowboys fan. It's just the script is going the Cowboys' way because they got the silver helmets at the Silver State. Objectively, it's the Cowboys here. And for what I was saying was not true beforehand. This was before they're facing off against Carolina. So, the last 7 years, the whole first 8 weeks of the season, we didn't know the Cowboys were going to honor Jimmy Johnson until before the Carolina game. The Cowboys announced they're going to honor Jimmy Johnson. Then we know the curse of Jimmy Johnson is going to end for Jerry Jones. The curse of Jerry Jones ends the moment that he acknowledges Jimmy Johnson's accomplishments. See out there. Over there, don't you? There's no javelinas over there, is there? You probably sees javelinas. There'll be packs, coyotes, packs of javelinas. Just because it's the Cowboys, it doesn't change anything because, again, and now the fraud hasn't thrown a touchdown pass yet, right? He was entering the game with 29, and he was going for the 30th touchdown because the Cowboys' last championship was in Super Bowl 30. So if he did throw a touchdown, it'd be number 30 for the season, which shows that the Ravens-Niners is a fake matchup, that it's actually the Cowboys went for a Super Bowl since Super Bowl 30. So again, has he thrown a touchdown yet? Because the only touchdown that they scored was on the ground. So is he going to hit 30 touchdown passes, Brock Purdy? But we all get the feeling now that this is a psyop operation. Will Niners and the Ravens play in conference title week? Is that video going to get 20,000 views? Probably yes, because it was early November that I made the Super Bowl logo psyop video. But are we going to see a blowout game like this in the Super Bowl? I highly doubt it. Now, is everyone going to believe Buffalo would beat the Cowboys because they won by 30 points? That's an interesting proposition if Kansas City doesn't end up winning the conference. So, I pretty much hedged between the Cowboys over the Chiefs and the Cowboys over the Bills, so I could care less who wins the NFC because I had preseason. I had during the season when it was looking bad for Buffalo. So, I'm a smart, sly fox. And I know when to hedge. So again, I could care less if it's Buffalo or Kansas City because, again, have to be a slight box. I don't know what Fitzy is over there. She sees something over there. I don't know what she sees something, but we have to get back. So come on. At least it was cool to see this happen. I thought the Lakers were going to come back today, but they didn't come back. And I really don't care if the Lakers didn't come back, by the way, but they probably won't beat the Celtics on February, though. Probably finish 4-5 against the Celtics. I believe that makes sense. So, yeah, I agree with you. Everybody's gonna be all in Baltimore right now. There's just human nature. You go with the team that's been dominating right now. You go with Baltimore if they beat Miami, they beat Dallas, transitive theory, whatever. But, I mean, Baltimore's going to make it next year. But, again, Las Vegas makes money, so Buffalo does it. Kansas goes in there. I still like the Chiefs to make it in there. I could care less if it's my preseason pick. Buffalo from the AFC or fans of being the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, the Chiefs look awful. Bills, they kind of let the Chargers in there. So, as far as Las Vegas goes, I think one of the teams that lost in week 1, Mahomes lost, Burrow lost, and Allen lost. So ultimately, with the quarterbacks that lost in week 1, this means it's Mahomes and Burrow and Allen, and Cowboys over Chiefs. Might look at Mike McCarthy, Baker University in Kansas, all that. I'll go Cowboys. The whole Diggs Brothers WWE makes a lot of sense. It does. Obviously, the Diggs brother is out for the year on the Dallas Cowboys side. But if the Chiefs went on the road, then it's mind control. People are going to think, oh, if they went on the road, not this goes out the Kansas City Chiefs. It's Dallas Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys. I go with the Chiefs. That's kind of what the average person would think about if it does come down to that. But anyway, long story short, Brock Purdy's exposed against the best secondary in the NFL on the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to face a fraudulent Rams team that the Cowboys already destroyed earlier this year. They have a soft schedule. It doesn't matter who the Liners play. This team has been completely exposed. But just because it's the Dallas Cowboys, nobody's going to care about how the 49ers are struggling. People are going to hope and root and pray for the 49ers to beat the Dallas Cowboys. And ultimately, the house always wins. So it will be the Dallas Cowboys in there winning the Super Bowl. Again, this team is going to regret passing on Thomas, Edward, Patrick, Brady. And again, before the playoffs start, if Michigan wins the title game, then boom. That is your clue right there. This team needed Brady to win. The ego haunts Kyle Shanahan. Jerry Jones has gotten rid of the ego. He has acknowledged Jimmy Johnson's role in winning those Super Bowls with the Cowboys. To me, it's that easy. I could care less about, they're doing well this week, you're doing bad this week. Everything binds all together when the playoffs start. When the playoffs start, the Dallas Cowboys ready. Well, playoffs ready begins right now. 6 games, 6 wins for the Dallas Cowboys. A 43-day run to be champions. How about that? Jimmy Johnson born in 43. I'll be here live Saturday. We're going to have a lot of fun Saturday night. And you know that the momentum is going to only build off of the performance to begin the new year, close to the new year, and then both season, Dallas Cowboys are ready to showcase the world on the road without a... This is ultimately how the house is always going to win. Right here. When Las Vegas is hosting the game, all the favorites go down. They play against the public's emotions, against the Cowboys. That's what's going to